Thank you, Mr. Dhariwal. I think I heard Mr. Dhariwal say that things are getting better. I promise that's exactly how I'm feeling right now, because it's time to present the Economic Times Awards for Corporate Excellence. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to invite a very special guest tonight to join me on stage for the awards ceremony. She is the brightest star in Bollywood today. You might be battling a slowdown, but she's already delivered 4 mega hits this year. If there was an ET award for the biggest showbiz actor this year, chances are that she would have received it for having delivered more than 500 crores in box office business this year alone. The reigning queen of Bollywood, the heartthrob of the nation, the most talented actress of a generation, and a national level badminton player. Please welcome the gifted, the gorgeous, the glamorous Deepika Padukone. My co-host for the evening will read the citations for all the awards. Now we shall begin with the award categories, and the first category is the Global Indian of the Year. Vinod Khosla is a venture capitalist. He makes bets, and his latest bet is that all the energy pundits in the world are wrong. He told an audience at the MIT just 2 years ago that anything experts considered impossible was most likely possible. He advised them to particularly disregard the advice of experts above the age of 50, including him. He believes that the biggest problem facing our planet is that there are 500 million people living the rich life and 5 billion people who want that life. And he believes that entrepreneurship alone can solve our problems and save our planet. Khosla is one of the most respected venture capitalists in the world. His company, Khosla Ventures, invests in early-stage startups in areas as diverse as water, satellites, precision agriculture, and nuclear technology. He is known for backing startups that might otherwise not stand a chance. Because when you're working at the cutting edge of technology, it is often not clear when, if at all, you'll be a viable business. Ladies and gentlemen, the co-founder of Sun Microsystems and a leading champion of a sustainable planet, Vinod Khosla is Global Indian of the Year.
For its sterling professional track record in venture capital, powered by a unique investment philosophy built on pushing the envelope and championing the causes of clean energy and microfinance.
I now invite Mr. Vicky Khosla to accept the award on behalf of his brother from the Finance Minister. We have a video message from Mr. Vinod Khosla. Let's listen in.
Thank you very much for this award. It's a great honor and extremely humbling. I do hope that this award, besides being an honor for me, serves as a role model for many of the young people out there. I believe these young entrepreneurial minds can solve most of society's problems, be they in poverty, hunger, education, or health. I do hope more of you will be encouraged to be entrepreneurs, because entrepreneurs try things even if they often fail. The ones that do succeed do change the world. Thank you.
Our next category is for Corporate Citizen of the Year. When we think of Larsen & Toubro, we think of large bridges, metro connectivity, and humongous heavy machinery. Unseen to us, this sprawling engineering group touches the lives of nearly 500,000 people each year through its social and community initiatives. Last fiscal, the group funneled 73 crores into its social initiatives. It works with non-profits to help generate livelihood opportunities for more than 5,000 women each year. The company supports 35 skills training institutes across the country. L&T Chairman A.M. Nayak is personally devoted to the skill development program. When he gave his first interview in Mumbai as a young man from Gujarat in the 60s, he was asked to improve his English skills. He bought tapes and practiced in front of the mirror. When he joined L&T, he spoke fluent English with his Scottish managers and chased Marathi with shop floor workers. Today, his company runs more than 50 learning centers for communities around its plants. It runs large initiatives in nutrition, livelihoods, and sustainability. Ladies and gentlemen, the Corporate Citizen of the Year award goes to Larsen and Toubro.
For running an extensive program of social development in the areas of education, skill building, healthcare, and the environment, building corporate citizenship into the company culture, and setting an example of corporate social responsibility.
I now invite Mr. A.M. Nayak, Chairman of L&T, to accept the award for Corporate Citizen of the Year from the Finance Minister. I invite Mr. Nayak to say a few words in English or chaste Marathi. The choice is yours, sir.
Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Finance Minister, Sri Chidambaram, Sri Vinit Jain, Sri Nandan Nilekani, the panel members on the dais who were there a little while ago, and all my dear friends. I would first like to thank the jury for selecting and naming L&T as the Corporate Citizen of the Year 2013. We at L&T have always considered corporate social responsibility as a natural commitment that accompanies being in business. As a concept, CSR is ingrained in our DNA and has been part of our value system long before it became largely realized to do so. We were among the first companies to use the triple bottom line, namely profits, people, and planet reporting system. Before the subject of mandatory obligation came, L&T already spends on CSR more than 1.5% and is committed of its profit and is committed to increase to 2% from next year. We'll continue to focus on three things that are crucial for community development, that is education, healthcare, and skill training. Business today is increasingly accountable to the communities within which they operate. L&T has clearly demonstrated that business growth can go hand in hand with commitment to the environment and society. There is no shortcut. The only way growth is sustainable is if it is inclusive. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nayak. It's not for nothing that people say that just like you can't take L&T out of Nayak, you can't take Nayak out of L&T as well. We now move to our next category for Startup of the Year. The winner in the Startup of the Year category is in the business of eliminating queues for movie tickets. They are the reason why Deepika's films collect 100 crores even without a big rush at the ticket counter. People make movie plans, get their tickets on bookmyshow.com and go to the counter only to pick up the ticket. They've made the disappointment of the sold-out board a thing of the past. The company has raised 100 crores in private equity funding at a reported valuation of 250 crores. Book My Show has made ticketing a digital experience for a range of events such as the IPL cricket tournament, Formula One racing, concerts, plays, and music festivals. The company's mobile app is popular, and its future depends on how well it can leverage its success on handheld devices. Ladies and gentlemen, Book My Show is Startup of the Year.
for creating significant value for investors with a business model focused on making the entertainment experience better for customers and creating India's most prominent entertainment ticketing portal.
I invite Ashish Hemrajani, CEO and founder, to accept the award from the Finance Minister. I invite Mr. Hemrajani to say a few words, please.
I've been hearing a lot of gloom and doom stories. The good part about gloom and doom is that alcohol sales, ticket sales, and medical sales go up. And I think we're in the right industry. Firstly, a big thank you to Economic Times as well as the jury for this prestigious award. Another thank you for a company award and not an individual award, because it gives credit to each and every employee, right from the founders to the office boys, as well as the support staff, which give up their weekends and holidays to bring entertainment to you. What I love about this award is the Startup Award, that it almost seems like a lifetime achievement award for us. We are graying and balding after 15 years of doing this. We finally got this award, and it puts us in a special category. What's great is that we can continue to serve cheap coffee in office and get away with it. We can be nimble and agile. We can have an 18-year-old mindset, do creative and disruptive things at work without the fear of failure, and finally not have to worry about Brooks Brothers and Armani's, but chinos, jeans, and shorts. Bryan Adams and Rod Stewart knew this day was coming, and they wrote and penned a song exactly for us, 18 Till I Die and Forever Young. So here's to another 15 years, and maybe we may start growing up. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Hemrajani. Now, in 2007, when he left a job at Amazon India and started an e-commerce company out of a small flat in East Bangalore, Sachin Bansal had capital of just 4 lakh rupees. Binny Bansal and him, college friends and co-founders, did everything themselves. They stood outside malls to hand out pamphlets, and in just 6 years, their company, Flipkart, has established itself as India's leading e-commerce brand with a valuation of $1.5 billion. Investors are falling over each other to put money in Bansal's hands. Today, sales are crossing 2,000 crore rupees, and they operate in a sector that is expected to explode from $600 million today to about $76 billion in 2021. Flipkart is poised to ride on the crest of that new wave of online shoppers from Bandra to Bundelkhand, ordering every fathomable thing online. Jeff Bezos once said that Amazon doesn't make money by selling things. It makes money by helping people decide. Flipkart doesn't make money just yet, but it's unlikely that the Bansals are too worried. Perhaps Sachin can tell us today if Flipkart, like Amazon, has plans to introduce delivery by drones. Ladies and gentlemen, Sachin Bansal is Entrepreneur of the Year.
For building India's most recognizable e-commerce brand from scratch in just 6 years, adapting the business model to suit market needs, and earning a reputation for top-class customer service.
I invite Mr. Bansal to accept the award from the Honorable Finance Minister. I invite Mr. Bansal to say a few words, please.
Thanks for the award. I think the award probably should be named as Kid of the Year Award. I think after this especially, this is, there are more people here who have more experience in business than I have had years on this earth. So I think it's a great honor to be given this award. So I would like to talk about a little bit about the problems that entrepreneurs face, and we have talked a little bit about the problems that they face from business point of view, but they face bigger challenges at home when they start up, right? and I would like to share a few words about that. Uh, when I started, when I took my idea to my parents and told them about what I was going to do, uh, they were apprehensive. They didn't understand what I was doing, why I was doing that, but they eventually did support me, mainly because of the fact that I wouldn't let go. I wouldn't listen. Uh, and even after we started, right, and when Binny and I, we started meeting vendors and partners to do business with them, most of them used to be deeply concerned about us, that you have left careers, good careers and jobs and started this online business. And they used to sit us down and give us advice mostly around, why don't you go back to a job? So I think they're definitely, and I see that as the biggest challenge that entrepreneurs face today from starting up. There are great entrepreneurs, especially in the technology space, who have good ideas coming from the middle class backgrounds, but they face challenges at home. But I hope examples like Book My Show and Flipkart and InMobi and MuSigma and many others do serve as an example to parents and to friends and to entrepreneurs themselves to start up and chase their dreams and make their dreams come true. I hope that's a little bit of impact that we all have on the society in India. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Mr. Bansal. On to our next category. Sun Pharmaceuticals thought big and global very early on. In the year 2000, when many Indian companies were plotting overseas expansion, Sun had already completed 8 acquisitions, mostly in the United States. Today, more than 70% of its revenue comes from overseas. It took the company 27 years to make its first billion, but only 3 years to add the next billion to its top line. Thanks to scorching growth and smart acquisitions,